Welcome to another video of the series of videos on value proposition, and today we will address how to design or write the value proposition. It is a part of value proposition chapter. So I will explain you exactly what you need to do in terms of designing it, giving you step-by-step instruction. Okay, so how do we design or write a value proposition? Technically, it contains several components or several steps if you like, such as target market, product category, benefits, points of difference, reasons to believe. I have highlighted 3 of the 6 as the most important and crucial ones, such as target market, benefits, and PODs, because these are absolutely essential to any value proposition, and it's very important to spend time and articulate them well. However, other sections such as product category, reasons to believe, are also important, and they make value proposition more complete, more simple to understand and digest. Right, so let's start with the first step, target market. You need to think of the questions: for whom, for when, for where. An explicit description of a target market segment that helps customers easily discern which brands directly address their specific needs or wants and which don't. This component can outline particular type of person, for example, mothers concerned about the children's health, or maybe particular usage situation when you need to decorate your dinner table, or maybe particular usage location when you are on the go, and so forth. So basically the whole point is that try and make it as precise, as descriptive as possible, so the target market can find relevance and find themselves in the description of your target market. Now, product. Just say clearly what your product and or solution to the problem is. Don't underestimate the importance. There are zillions of websites offering some sort of IT or cloud solutions, and the language they use is so abstract that for non-specialists it's pretty much impossible to really discern what they mean. So just make it very clear. If you are offering martial arts classes, say so. And maybe they address particular needs of the target market, such as building discipline, improving coordination, and so forth. So it's up to you. Here you want to keep it short, but you just want to make it clear, because as I said once again, don't underestimate the importance of simply articulating what you are selling. Now the third one is category, or others refer to as frame of reference. So just say, where do you operate? It's like a larger industry. For example, if your product is, maybe you could say, like coming back to martial arts, you could say product is karate classes, but your category would be martial arts. However, if your product is karate and you are competing more with other sport classes such as volleyball, football, rugby, and all of that, you can call your category sports. So people identify themselves and see yourself as a player in the sports category. So it really kind of depends where you choose to put yourself. It's like with perhaps Canon cameras as an example, or not Canon, maybe like Apple or Samsung as an example. You can say, well, the product might be smartphone, the category might be smartphones, or on the other side you can say your category might be cameras, for example, so you can expand your horizon if you wanted to. So again, it only needs one or few words to explain clearly what category or what industry you operate in and help customers see you as a player in that particular industry. Now we come to the other point, which is called benefits. And I must admit, based on my teaching and my practical experience, this is perhaps the hardest part of the value proposition, other than writing PODs, which will be next step. So you need to articulate very, very clearly what are the benefits, what value you give to customers. It must be written from customers' viewpoint. There may be different types of value: economic, functional, experiential, social value. Or you might remember the pyramid of the values I have presented to you previously, where there are 4 different categories: functional, emotional, life-changing, and social impact. So you need to select which ones are important. What I would also suggest doing in this step, particularly benefits, I would suggest thinking of the features and attaching them to the benefits, because features would help you give proof for the benefit. For example, if you are claiming that the laptop you are selling, one of the benefits is that it's high speed, so you can say because of this integrated 2.4 gigahertz technology or something that allows you to achieve this. Or if you are selling a vacuum cleaner, so you can say the benefit is that it will be long lasting, say 10 years and more, because we have integrated this new powerful system technology to support this. Or you can say the benefit of selling a car with like 6 or 7 airbags would be you can say the benefit will be a safety, and the features would be that we offer those extra maybe airbags, or we offer extra warranty for many more years, and so forth. So in some websites you will see that companies do really good job, in particular when it comes to more technical product. They design tables and then they compare different features and benefits. But the whole point is that benefit explains what it means to customers, what something means, what it does to them, whereas feature simply states what it is. If you take innocent drink juice as an example, you can say, well, strawberries or bananas would be what it is, it's an ingredient, but what it does, benefits would be promotes health, encourages well-being, and so forth. Right, and PODs is just actually, it's sometimes it's sad when you look at all these different websites, and they do such a great job up to this point. Identify target market well, articulate the product category, list the whole selection of different benefits that are relevant to the target market, yet they fail to articulate point of difference. So point of difference is also unique selling point, whichever way you want to call it, is something that allows you to differentiate yourself from competitors, to stand out. So give people the reason to believe, why should we buy from you? You would know much more about the competition and the stuff that is better about you than your customers will. So you can convince them with that. Okay, so just state and give a simple reason for them to purchase from you. There might be several reasons. There might be a particular reason that is important to the target market. So you can state several things if you like. You can state just one thing and so forth, but give them the reason to believe. For example, FedEx might say, if it absolutely positively has to be there overnight, when you choose FedEx. So that's kind of like point of difference. It will be delivered overnight. Domino's Pizza can say it's based on the actual positioning. You get fresh hot pizza delivered to your door in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. And so forth. So, and also remember, unique selling point used to capture more rational advertising during 1940s and 50s, and irrational advertising since 1960s, as they argued, basically researchers argued, that when making decisions, consumers often rely on their irrational emotions, memories, intuitions, dreams, and aspirations. So here you can use a combination of rational and less rational reasons, if you like. And as someone said, nothing is so powerful as an insight into human nature, what compulsions drive a man, what instincts dominate his actions. So it's really understanding consumer behavior, what they value. But consumer behavior will be the whole separate chapter we will talk about. And final point, you may want to consider giving reason to believe. Not always this is needed, not always you may want to write it, not always you have something to say. However, so let's think about why and how. Well, provide evidence that provides consumers with reasons to believe in the brand claims, okay? Because everyone can say we are the fastest, we are this, and we are that, okay? Supporting evidence for the product's value can come from the logical arguments, maybe scientific and technological data, consumer testimonials, celebrity or expert endorsements, product demonstrations and expertises, and perhaps independent agency seals of approval. So if there are any particular reasons you can give to believe, then it's great. For example, some companies choose to say we are trusted by Trustpilot for over 30 years and our average review is this or that. So, trust us in what we are saying. We know what we're saying. So basically, this is how we design value proposition. Technically, it includes those 6 elements: target market, product category, benefits, PODs, reasons to believe. And I mentioned, as I said, about benefits is probably one of the most difficult parts to articulate, because it's often very easy to say too much, and then we are over communicating, overcrowded environment. But people don't really have this much attention. They just not interested in something that is not relevant to them. So how do you not say too much? How do you make sure that you say those absolutely relevant things? Then how do you articulate it clearly? Because, there is encoding and decoding thing. You may encode in one way, but when people decode it, they think about something else. So you really have to test it as well, make sure that it's understandable. And also you may think about adding features, because once again, features serve as a proof points for the benefits that you're trying to claim. Feature is what something is, and benefit is what something does. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you found it useful. If you like the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And you can also leave comments and help me consider some of the ideas to make things better. Thanks a lot.